What is up, everybody? Got a quick breakdown of what you're about to see. We condensed about 2 hours of gameplay into about a 20-minute video showcasing ship-to-ship transfer utilizing two Golem OXs to load a Hull C at a Lagrange point location. Now, just like with the Master Rank video I did on this sort of mission, you can't use the Hull C to load up. In that video, I used my own Caterpillar, but this time we decided to have some fun with a crewmate, two Golem OXs, load the ship, and carry on. Now, this is solely for fun and to add a little flavor to space trucking, so let me know what you guys think of this down below, and if you have any ideas for some other fun ways to do this sort of thing. And stay tuned to the end for a fun little test we decided to try in the wormhole on our way back to Levski. All that said, enjoy the video, and I'll catch you in the next one. So that's 5.
That's 5.
Yeah, they're all
Members
medium
don't
cargo
come
hulls.
Yep.
I think we successfully got all the missions of this exact type, which, that's perfect, dude. That's 5. That's awesome. It should not be hard.
The other plus is none of them should be large boxes with those hangers we're playing with. So
yeah, they're all going to be
tracking
8s.
First.
8s or less. So we are at the crew L1 now. That's what I've got tracked.
We're doing the one that's aluminum and titanium to Bajini and Seraphim.
Yep.
All right.
This will be kind of the fun part about the logistics. So we just got to find pads to make this reasonable.
Well,
all right, because that's where we'll enter and exit, and we will just do the tractoring and all right onto the ship right there. Because ship's tractor beam should work, even though our, in my experience at the other Lagrange points, my freaking rifle didn't, but my cat and my Hull C did. So that's why I was like, ooh, the Golem OX should be perfect.
yeah, we'll see what happens. Worst case, if it really goes crazy, we end up saying pull the Maggie C out to further into dead space and just take the Ox out to just do a
or just outside
operation.
of Armistice. You know, that's probably
Yeah.
good too, like the 10 kilometers out. I don't imagine
Go
we're going to have
ahead.
too many people at the random Lagrange points.
No.
I am exiting pilot seat. Let's get it.
Don't forget your helmet.
Thank you, sir. I have been known to do that from time to time.
Yep, I know. I watched your stream.
All
All
right.
right, you said
Ox
you
is
got
coming up.
the aluminium, and I'm taking the titanium.
Yeah, that's right. I'll take the aluminium. I've never actually done a split cargo mission like this, I don't think, where we're both taking cargo from the same, because we've always worked on the same ship.
And that's why I was saying, like, what it will do is it will show us everything that we have to pick up here.
Yeah.
So that way we can avoid grabbing everything. So you
All right,
said
I've
you
got
have the aluminum, I got titanium.
Yep. So I got 4 boxes confirming all aluminum. I'm moving them over and sending them up. Yeah, this is cool. It's also my debut of actually using the Ox. You know, I've flown a Golem around quite a bit.
I love this thing. Let's see.
What the hell's with this turret angle?
Make sure you hit deploy. Look down to your lower right on your HUD and say deploy the turret. You can access it. It's at a crazy ass angle, but if you hit deploy, it actually shoots out the back.
Ah, that's funny. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, this would be interesting. It's a very tight fit getting this down here. Okay, do that.
Well, I've actually found with some instances taking stuff down through the back is good. Honestly, I like doing the larger boxes by hand in some instances because it just goes nicely and it's not like it's gonna blow my shit up anymore. So
yeah, I'm just kind of feeling her out right now. I am heading out to the Hull C. I'm already liking this, and this isn't about being fast or how much money per hour. Screw all that. This is just to have some fun hauling with this ship.
Yep.
That's so cool.
see, I also get the added benefit that I get to actually now take my Ox with me to all the places and actually start loading. So that'll be nice.
Yeah. This is why I really hope that I can fit this thing comfortably in the Ironclad, and I really wish that they're thinking or hope that in the future, if I can get my words out right, that they can make us able to like dock this on a Hull D or Hull E or something, to where I can you can tow it. That'd be so cool.
They said probably a year or so ago now at this point, is one of the things they wanted to eventually do when they showed a video of it in an ISC is they were like, once we get the cargo grid sorted, we want to be able to give y'all more options of what you can tote on your cargo grid. And they showed like an Aurora attached to the cargo grid on a Hull C.
Yeah, you should be able to find us together over here. I had to do a little spin around to figure out where she was too.
So
all right.
Happy together.
Going VTOL. Are we still thinking a mission per spindle, or are we thinking materials per spindle?
Let's do a materials per spindle. So that way we can say, I'm going to grab the titanium off this rig, and you're going to grab the aluminum off this rig, and we'll just try to number them out properly.
Yep, deploying turret and moving. I was planning to go on the dorsal forward spindle.
Oh yeah, dropping these things right off the bottom. Beautiful. Just take them straight on down.
Oh shit. 890 flying above us super fast? That was almost bad.
Weird. I think I was bouncing one of the boxes off of my ship, and it was actually moving my boat while I was in the thing.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So be careful with that one.
Yeah, good to know. Oh yeah, actually, yeah, trying to pull the 8 actually moved my ship a bit. That's funny.
You know, I say for this exercise, let's go ahead and we'll let Maggie do Maggie things when we get to the location. The only time which is why I'll take the Ox, is if we end up with an issue where it's like it's not registering something.
Yeah.
So I can pull something off of it if it's like it didn't pull everything off that we needed. So let's get that sorted. But me, I'm also just enjoying the tractor time with this thing, because actually this is fun as fuck to do right now.
Yeah, I agree. This is cool as shit.
Because you got that drive, where do we want to go first? We want to go to Seraphim, or we want to hit Bajini?
We probably... Well, actually, I want to do a full onload of everything before we go.
You want to grab everything?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here.
So I guess depending on the best circular option, because we got quite a few Lagrange points, which is why the travel there via Maggie C is a lot faster. If this is the loop we're making, then dropping material in the areas we're picking up is just logistically smart, because it'd be dumb to pass the drop-off just to circle back to it later.
I'm double-check. So I think let's save Seraphim for dead last.
Okay.
But what I'm checking is we have Seraphim, Bajini, Bajini, Seraphim. Our Arc L1 and L2 involve Tressler.
Okay, cool. So a counterclockwise loop is perfect.
Yes. That'll work perfect, and then we can basically, once we hit Arc L1 and L2, yeah, let's do that giant circle, so we'll go ahead to L5. And the upside is once we grab L5, we actually do have a Bajini drop-off we can do.
It'll be kind of funny to see if I end up holding you up, because you've already got the Ox working.
Alright, so...
Tungsten's coming up.
Alright, that should be... Alright. Yep. That should be titanium right there. That's the orientation I'm used to. I'm gonna take her in. Parking brake on.
I'm actually really happy with how freaking friendly the loading of the Golem is. It's kind of cool though. It's so light that throwing 8s into it, you see it kind of bouncing around.
Yep. All right. It'll be nicer when they give us something like what Sea of Thieves have. They're like, hey, you're taking this cargo over to a place.
Yeah.
Here's a note that says where it's supposed to go.
Just give me a little, scannable freaking, what do they call those? Well, just a little tag, like a delivery SKU code. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Funny enough, I have my headlight on, and it's not doing shit for me to actually see what's on these panels right now.
Yeah. That's how mine is. All right.
Extending on. Quick wiggle. Pitching up.
This is so cool. This just adds a fun flavor to the experience, man.
It's always been a fun flavor, which is why I laugh when people are like, yeah, I'm a hauler. It's like, no, you want an easy button. It's like,
yeah,
this is prepping it for hauling. Because I remember seeing people go when they announced hauling, they're like, why are we loading our own trucks? Truckers don't load their own trucks. And it's like, actually, depending on the type of stuff you're doing, yes, they do. It's like that some of them do. Like my uncle drove a truck, and he had to load up his own truck in many instances, and he had to offload his own truck in many instances.
This is essentially us using our space forklift to put stuff on an 18-wheeler.
Gonna give us a visual, just make sure we're good.
I don't think the lights are currently working on the Golem. I've got no difference turning them on or off.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah, that's why I'm going to do a visual check. I'll follow you to Bajini.
Yeah, you can follow me to Bajini this time, and if it goes pretty smooth, then maybe with the next sort of scenario like that,
Everest,
you can
just let it go and see what happens.
Yep.
Well, especially because after we finish up with Arc L2, we've got an Everest drop, and I've got to make it all the way up to Mic L1. So as much
Oh
of a
yeah,
head
there we
start
go.
as
There
I
we
can
go.
get,
So
as
I'll
much
head
of a
to
head start
Everest
as I
and
can get is
then.
perfect.
Yep, you head to Mick. I'll head to L1 or Everest, and
Yep.
that'll be awesome.
The funny thing is that it hasn't taken too long. We're not dealing with a huge amount of freight for it. It doesn't. Here's the other part, though. It doesn't feel like we've been doing this where it's like, God, this is all dragging. It's just we're getting it done, and when it's done, it's done.
Yeah, it
So
feels like time is going by because it doesn't feel stagnant. It doesn't feel tedious and boring.
no, you're not going, okay, I need the game to load my cargo automatically. It's like, your cargo's loaded. I did it myself. Let's go.
Yeah, see,
All right, well-
redoing this mission together or this style in the future with like the really big master ranks with some oxes in the ironclad, I think would be also really fun because we'll be able to use the ironclad at the main stations. It won't have auto load, but we'll have just the experience of an ironclad dropping off a buttload of shit.
Right.
Which I'm pretty sure the whole C is gonna not be parked or become a garage queen, but because like whole C content's still a thing. But the ironclad's probably gonna quickly become my main, like my home boat.
This also adds to the ability to be like, what part of the boat am I actually on right now? Just to get used to that recognition of stuff.
All right, I'm doing a downward starboard strafe to kind of clear.
All right.
Setting course for Bite Genie.
Cleared. Are you already aboard Maggie again?
Yep. I am setting course for Bite Genie now.
Retracting turret. All right.
Charging quantum drive. I got my deck assignment. Let's see. If everything delivers except 2 SCU, then we know that one got away and you saved the day.
All right. I've got you into the loading area. Get into place and
we
we'll
have
start
to
loading your
Genie?
cargo. Hold tight.
And we're
Transfer
delivering.
cargo.
Bajini should be
Have a good one.
aluminum and titanium.
So Arc L5 is done.
That is everything out of Bajini Point.
All right, approaching station, getting ready to call the box.
Yeah, the quartz is going to take a minute, and because the tough part with the quartz is making sure you don't pull up too much more than you can carry. Otherwise, you're going to have to deal with the whole let me, because you can't leave the hangar with it because you might end up losing that shit.
Yeah.
They only counted. We completed the 1-4, so it looks like they only took the batch from one of them. So, yeah, we still have a drop off of 17 aluminum and 21 corundum that's supposed to be at Everest Harbor.
Okay. So, 17 aluminum and 21 corundum. Now's the fun part, since I'm doing this part manually. And it should be...
I feel bad that you're doing that manually.
It's okay. I have to figure out which of the aluminum this station wants, because it's a different mission. It should be just 2 of the 8s and a single. Okay,
Yeah,
so 2 of the aluminums are not for here, because it gave me a block. Perfect. Let's see which ones it doesn't like. So it's not so bad, because you can kind of move around and see what it allows and what it doesn't. That one's blocked, so it's not that one. It must be this last 8 here.
Still, with how much aluminum we have on there, that's a lot of, is it this? No. Is it this? No. Which I think...
Okay, I got one of them. So these 2 are not. So what's cool is I'm close enough that I can actually reach. Oh, cool. I got a caterpillar out here with me. He's doing cargo stuff.
So one thing I'm thinking, just with the way, because we were talking about what's the best way to put everything together, maybe it is better to say we're going to do everything by mission.
Yeah.
And then that way
or even just separate them by like a little empty space or something.
Right. But that way you can be like, all right, this is our Arc L1. So it's like, all right, this panel's going to have the corundum, the aluminum, all of that stuff that we have for it, because we can slap it all right next to each other.
Yeah. All right, I found the one that it wants. Let me see if this is an 8 it wants. All right, we're good. Dropping it all.
Those backpack. You said Tressler does have externals?
Yep.
Okay. What I'm probably going to do, just because I'm that guy, even though I'll probably claim it later, I don't want to leave the debris, I'm probably going to land at Tressler, and then I'm just going to go to one of the freight elevators.
Yeah, that works. I can probably let you know which one I'm at.
Yeah, because I think they at least have you doing your drop-offs by the freight elevators, right?
It's connected to the pad where the terminal is, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I am showing both items collected at Tressler. Beautiful.
Yep.
Doesn't say.
Power
And
off.
I am just going
Thank
to...
you.
Hopping out. Hopping out, gonna store the ship, and then we go from there.
There should be a big-ass number on this frickin' dock. I'm seeing a Bay 1. Freight Bay 1.
So, funny thing, I grabbed that because it was the first one. I was gonna check how far away I got from you.
Yep, that's perfect.
And
All
lo and
right.
behold, pick the right one. On the way.
All right, holding position. Oh yeah, and since we're just doing 2 drops, yeah, you're right. We don't need the golem anymore. We can just make sure offload goes smooth and move on.
Yep, we're gonna offload this for we do this one, and then Seraphim, and then it's go back to Nyx. However we want to do that.
Home, sweet home.
I will really like it when I'm actually able to make the calls to like ATC and the cargo dock for you, so you can focus on the flying aspect.
Yeah, that'd be sick. Man, look at that. We turned and burned and came down right next to where they gave the deck assignment. That is how you do it, my friends.
Friend, only one person's here, man. You're I can tell by your mannerisms. You're expecting a lot of people.
That's gonna be in the video. I'm talking to people watching.
That's fair.
All right, it says that the transfer is complete. Let's double check our contracts.
Looks like they all have not. I haven't seen anything finish out for Bajini right now.
Okay, let's try something. We're definitely not moving. Let's both do a seat check, just in case there's any server funniness, and then I will call another.
I'm hopping out.
Oh, I can't hop in. There we go. Now I can. Okay, once we both hopped out, I got my icon back. All right,
I will
calling.
hop back to my seat. But yeah, the quartz is what the quartz and the corundum are still on the ship right now.
Yeah, I'm getting constant complete icons, so that is when we transition to elevator usage. So if we have any 8s, then it'll just be 4 8s and then a 2.
4 8s and a 2. Yep.
That should be.
All right.
All right, I am just going to get shields up. We are coupled and still. Yeah, until ship's tractor beams get a bit of attention from the devs, the rifle is just better.
I mean, to be fair, we just used a ship tractor beam that was actually very solid.
Oh, totally. Yeah, the Nomad, the Ox, even I would say the Taurus and the Raft, like, these are great, but...
All right, let's see. This is tungsten. Where do we put that?
So, I've got quartz and corundum down here in the 4s and 2s. Where did you stash the 8s? Oh, yeah, here they are. Okay.
Like I said, I wish that they would label these a lot differently, where it's like, this is the specific stuff to go here, so we're not mathing everything out.
Yeah. I do like that we are able to use all tractor beams by the cargo elevators, because it kind of... That's where I think that Stanton is hopefully going to get that love when they do the whole Genesis rework, that the Lagrange points get thought about in that way. We're green across the board, my friend. Everything is perfect. Sending it down.
Coming around.
That was a cool shot. All right.
Be coming around that way.
Yeah. I'm glad you were able to hop in on this with me.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me.
Hell yeah.
Wow,
I know,
that
you originally brought up wanting to use the Ox, so I was like, this is perfect. Stationary, looking at the grid, so I kind of look around to see if we're actually moving. And then I'll give a little stick wiggle to try to wake it up.
Hold tight.
There it is.
Transfer your cargo.
Right.
This should dump the remainder of what we have, if it behaves
that's-
properly. I see it disappearing.
what-
Alright, you're loaded up. Have a good
Also,
one.
cargo transfer's complete. Do we still have boxes on us?
We do, so I'm going to trigger another call.
Transfer complete. You're good to go.
It's saying complete right away, so I think we got to hit freight elevators. Seals are extended. Closing door.
It's on here. It's getting the hell off.
Yep. All right. Elevator's coming. It is really cool seeing this thing actuate, though. I like what they did. Aft spindles look clear.
Oh, actually, and by the way, one of those tungstens was ours because the naughty tungsten is gone.
Oh, sweet.
So we saved that one from the word go. It just took us half the damn thing to figure it out.
It paid out in the end. Good shit.
Paid out in the end.
All right, we'll send this down. We'll collapse the mags and refuel her and do our daring test of the quantum jump, or the wormhole. All right, yeah, all green across the board. Perfect. This is going to be so great with the ironclad, man. I'm so excited.
especially if you can actually dock the damn golems in there.
Yeah. And getting that jump up to 2200 SCU, it's beautiful.
Yep. I'm getting out of my seat. Guys, we're going to get ready for some stupidity, everybody.
Yep. We're doing some wormhole testing that nobody asked for.
I mean, technically I asked for it, but...
Okay, that's true.
Alright, I am proned out and the airlock is open right now. I'm gonna laugh if it closes the doors once you go in.
Are you still sharing your screen?
I am.
Awesome, because I'm gonna bring it over.
I'm rocking Fiat, and this is Wormhole Jackass.
Yep. Popping the wormhole?
Yep, I just watched that go across my screen, so that was kind of cool to see.
Here we go. Ooh.
Okay, that's actually kind of cool to see.
All right, we're coming across the quantum pillar. I'm gonna see if you actually see this thing when we pass it. We're coming across a couple of them.
I am more just there it goes. I see every single one of them just passing right by me.
That's wicked.
Should we do the other test of me actually free birding out of this thing, or?
Yeah, let's see what happens, man. Godspeed.
Auto death.
Auto death.
Just boom.
You're just dead. Just done.
Yeah. I'm going back to Levski.